Once in royal David's city stood a lowly cattle shed, where a mother laid her baby in a manger for his bed. Mary was that mother mild, Jesus Christ, her little child.
A long time ago, in a far-off place, a baby was born into a terrifying world. Most of you know the story you're about to hear. Have you ever wondered why we repeat it year after year? If nearly every person in this church knows the conclusion, the middle, and the beginning of the story, why do we keep telling it and performing it as part of our Christmas celebration? It's tradition, of course, but more than that, it's a chance for the children to teach the grown-ups for a change. On Christmas Eve, the children are in the pulpit. The children bring God into our lives on this sacred night as they tell us the story. A story that is both the same, but also made fresh and new each year for adults and especially for children who change so much from year to year. Every December 24th, the story comes alive in us again. On this Christmas Eve, let's hit pause on Jingle Bells and Santa as the children of our parish invite us simply to look and listen, as if for the first time, to the greatest story any of us will ever hear.
A long time ago, in a land far away from here, there lived a young girl, probably no older than 13 or 14. Her name was Mary. Mary lived in Nazareth, in Galilee, in the house of her parents. Mary was born and raised in the Jewish faith. She had just become betrothed, which is the first step towards marriage. One day, while Mary was doing chores, or maybe just thinking and wondering, something amazing happened. Something you wouldn't believe, even if it happened to you. An angel appeared.
Hello, Mary. God is with you.
The angel's eyes were like fire, burning straight into your soul. Mary was terrified.
Do not be afraid, Mary. You're going to have a baby, an amazing, holy child. His name will be Jesus. He will be the Son of God.
But that's impossible.
With God, nothing is impossible.
Mary did not know what was happening to her, and she couldn't imagine why she was chosen to be the mother of God's Son. But she heard the angel's voice, and she trusted. She said,
Yes.
"That is miraculous and brave, don't you think?"
long time ago, in a land far away from here, there lived a man. He was a carpenter, like his father before him. He probably expected his children to be carpenters too. His name was Joseph. Joseph was betrothed to a young girl named Mary. One day, Mary came to see her future husband.
Joseph,
What's going on, Mary?
Mary told Joseph about the angel's visit. She told him that she was going to be a mother to God's holy child. Joseph was a good man, a faithful servant of God. He was a kind man who wouldn't hurt anyone.
What should I do?
Joseph had a dream about Mary and her news about an angel telling her that she would carry God's child. He decided to divorce her quietly to avoid shaming her in public. But then, an angel came with a message for him.
Joseph, son of David, do not be afraid to take Mary home as your wife. She will give birth to a son, named God's son, and you are to give him the name Jesus.
What am I going to do?
Take care of your wife and take care of your child. All will be well, and God will go with you.
This is the part of the story when Mary, Joseph, and their donkey walk around the church to remind us of their long journey to Bethlehem. The Emperor of Rome, Caesar Augustus, issued an order making even the poorest people return to their hometowns to be taxed. When they got to Bethlehem, it was time for Mary's baby to be born, but they couldn't find any place to stay.
Space even on the floor. You have to find somewhere else.
we have no room in the inn. But maybe there's another way. You could sleep in the barn. It's warm and you can rest there.
They went to the barn, out back, behind the inn. It was filled with animals. Animals! The barn was noisy and crowded. It smelled of hay and manure. It was not the ideal place to have a child. But there they were, warm and safe. And she brought forth her firstborn son, and wrapped him in swaddling clothes, and laid him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn. There they were, together, and they had each other, which, in that moment, probably felt like everything in the world.
child was born. There was light and dark, silence and noise, hope and fear. And there was warmth from the animals' bodies and their soft breath. The animals, too, knew that something special had happened. They were the only other witnesses to this amazing birth. There's a Christmas legend that used to be whispered to children. It's almost forgotten now. But it said that at the stroke of 12 on Christmas Eve, animals everywhere speak in human voices to welcome the Savior. Today, let us hear from one, maybe the most important animal in the story.
The journey started out all right. I'm used to walking and the lady on my back wasn't heavy. But as the days and nights passed, the woman on my back was restless. My legs grew tired. The man kept urging me to go faster.
Come on, little one. Just a little bit further.
The night was full of stars.
Come on.
As the donkey walked and walked, he began to dream. He dreamed he was carrying a ship with white sails that rocked like a cradle and shone like the moon. He dreamed he was carrying a fountain of water that splashed and sang. He dreamed he was carrying a rose with petals like the breath of a baby. He dreamed he was carrying a lady full of heaven. The donkey walked on and on. Finally, the man stopped. He helped the lady off the donkey's back.
My back was aching and my legs were sore. I took a drink of water. The man and the lady went into the stable. I could smell hay. After long, the man came out.
Come on, little donkey.
And the donkey went into the stable, where the lady lay on a bed of hay.
Hello, little one. The Savior is born.
Come see what I've carried all this way, you and I.
It was only a baby, but when the donkey looked into its eyes, the stable was full of light, and the donkey wasn't tired anymore.
Hello, little one. The Savior is born.
I'm King Herod, and I don't understand why the story didn't start with me. I'm the king. I've built tons of buildings. Literally. I built the temple for Pete's sake. People call me an evil genius and a tyrant. Sticks and stones. We are wise men from the east. Where's the child who was born king of the Jews?
We have seen the star.
We have come to pay him homage.
What? When? I'm the king. I'll take care of this.
Oh, this is great. Why don't you go find him and then let me know? I'd love to pay him homage too. Okay.
The wise men followed the star until they found the child. But they were warned in a dream not to return to Herod, so they didn't. They opened their packs, gave the baby gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh, and worshipped him.
A long time ago, there were in the same country shepherds abiding in the field, keeping watch over their flock by night. And lo, the angel of the Lord came upon them, and the glory of the Lord shone round about them, and they were sore afraid. And the angel said unto them,
Fear not, for behold, I bring good tidings of great joy, which shall be to all people. For unto you born this day in the city of David a Savior, which is Christ the Lord. And lest this be a sign unto you, you shall find the babe wrapped in swaddling clothes, lying in a manger.
And suddenly there was with the angel a multitude of the heavenly host, praising God and saying, And it came to pass, as the angels were gone away from them into heaven, the shepherds said to one another,
Let us go to Bethlehem. Let us go see the baby, God's son.
And they came with haste, and found Mary and Joseph and the babe lying in a manger.
How long do you think the shepherds traveled to find Jesus? What did they leave behind to find him? What about Joseph? Do you think he was scared for his little family? Was Mary wondering how she was going to be the mother of the King of Kings?
We don't get answers to those questions tonight. It's all too still, too quiet. The familiar picture is right here, just like you've seen it a million times before. The sheep are restless. Our star's arms are getting tired. Mary is holding the doll like it's a real baby.
Tonight is for the children. It's for them. But tonight is also for you, for all of us. For Jesus, for Mary and Joseph, for the angel Gabriel, and all the animals.
Shh! Listen. Listen for the breathing of animals, and the shifting feet of tired shepherds, for the soft sounds of a baby breathing. Listen to the candles burning and flickering. Listen to the words of the greatest story you've ever heard, and the sacred sounds of a silent night.
The peace of the Lord be always with you.
And also with you.
Please help me thank the children of our parish for their work tonight.